101.1 The Spirit of Indonesia. Good evening, smart listener. How are you today? And we hope you guys still in happy condition. So, I said before that it means that I'm not alone. Back again with us in Smart Up Your Life program with BPEC in 101.1 Smart FM. Okay. As usual, tonight we are going to discuss something or a topic that very interesting to discuss. So, before we discuss about this topic, and then before I'm going to tell you about the topic of tonight, better if we introduce ourselves. So, start from me. My name is Putri. Actually, we're from BPEC, and the next one is...
Hello guys, good night. My name is Muhammad Fikri. You can call me Fikri.
Okay. How are you, Mr. Fikri?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Oh, okay. Where have you been?
No, I have been to everywhere.
Oh, adventurous. Okay. Okay, before we are going to discuss about this topic, I just want to inform you, if you want to join in our discussion tonight, just feel free to contact us in WhatsApp in 0811 461011. And if you want to call us directly, or for example want to join with our discussion by phone, you may call us directly in 833-225. Okay, so actually our topic for tonight is about developed country. Indonesia being developed country, negara maju ya.
Yeah.
So okay, it's very happy to hear that Indonesia being developed country, not developing country anymore.
Yeah.
So basically, Indonesia being developed country was informed by Office of the U.S. Trade Representative or USTR, atau dalam bahasa Indonesianya kita bisa sebut Kantor Perwakilan Perdagangan Amerika Serikat. Okay, a bit information for you guys. There are several advantages and disadvantages about Indonesia being developed country, but also we are going to discuss about that in the future. And then for Mr. Fikri,
yeah,
how's your feeling about Indonesia being developed country for now?
Actually, I haven't heard about United States.
Okay.
State that Indonesia become developed country.
Okay.
But if Indonesia become a developed country, it's one of our pride, because as we know it right now, we know Indonesia is still become developing country. But
okay.
Become developed country is one of our ambition for our country, because our country actually in the past and right now we always struggle hard to fix, to improve our country, to make our country become a developed country. But I don't know is our country become developed country or not right now, because you know, yesterday I joined at open recruitment, and then in that open recruitment, the how to say instructors of that open recruitment told us that if you want to see Indonesian 10 years, I mean not 10 years but 20 years later, you have to see Japan.
Okay.
It means that Indonesia is left behind 2000 years then Japan.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not sure that Indonesia right now already become developed country, but I hope Indonesia truly become a developed country. So what about you?
Okay. Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. As I can feel, especially in this region, it's not developed at all.
Why?
It's still developing. I mean, in process, but not developed already. Why? I said like that because I see, for example, the facilities, the public facilities in for example, in Makassar, especially, still not able to be used for everyone. I don't want to mention the detailed one. I mean, the facilities, and also for example, not only the facilities, but also like the hospital, something that related with the society, like hospital and social or something like that, is not good enough to be used for everyone. And also, there are several things that we have to consider about we have to consider about, for example, the facilities, especially because the facilities is it has a lot of benefits for everyone. So we cannot deny that the facilities also is not good enough to be used for everyone. And then for the society itself, include in the developed countries. As we can see nowadays, the society also not being developed at all.
Yeah, actually, I have heard that Indonesia exactly lack of facilities. So at the moment when Habibi went to German, it's because in Indonesia there is no facilities that could provide Habibi to improve their skill. I mean his skill in airplane.
Okay.
At the moment, Pa Habibi wanted to learn how to make airplane, but unfortunately in Indonesia can provide all of that that facilities. So that's why Pa Habibi at the moment decided to go to German, because in German could provide all of what Pa Habibi need. So that's why actually we are not lack of great people, but we are lack of facilities. So that's why maybe this is one of our tasks to improve our facilities, to provide the great people in Indonesia to improve their skills, and then maybe they can improve our country.
But why you said that this is our task?
Yeah, because we cannot just charge the government, because government can work by themselves. So we have to help them by support them, give them suggestions. So that's why I don't want to say that the government, but I just want to say we, because we have to cooperate a bit with the government itself. Because usually I think just people or society in Indonesia always blame the government, but they never see their self. We have to see ourselves before we blame the government.
Okay, but in fact, what do you think? In fact, does the government already make? The government should make a cooperation with the society, or the society should make a cooperation with government. It's different, yeah, because we can see the intention. Which one has the huge intention first, society or from government? Or
actually, government has a lot of tasks. Maybe they have to think about the education system, the defense, and so on. But it's when maybe this is our task to think about facilities. Maybe we have to struggle hard how to improve our facilities, because we cannot deny that government has a lot of tasks. So that's why we have to cooperate each other between society and government.
Oh, okay. So the things that really should be improved is the facilities.
One of them is facilities.
One of them. The society?
What?
Already?
I don't know.
What do you think? Okay, so I think, yeah, in my point of view, the most important is the society itself.
Why?
Because it starts from the society. If the society already improve or already realize themselves, how to be a good person or how to be a good people, and then we can cooperate each other and then make this country become developed country. But basically, we can see the society, especially in Indonesia, always blame each other. So how come we can do the cooperation together, and then we cannot trust, we cannot trust each other. We always blame each other. We don't like each other, and etc.
But actually, our society, we have several great people. For example, like a couple weeks ago, a man from Pindrang, created airplane.
Oh, okay.
Do you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. But he just make the airplane by his facilities. It's not from the government. So how if the government provide him to improve their airplane? Maybe he can make airplane like Pa Habibi. We don't know that. So that's why we have to support our society by facilities first before we charge them about their responsibility to our country, their skill or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's why I think facilities is one of important thing when we wanna improve our society and even our country.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was an interesting topic and really hot topic to discuss. So, just inform you again for smart listener. For you who want to join in our discussion, feel free to contact us in WhatsApp di 0811 46 11. And we will back again after this commercial break. Okay, back again with us in Smart Up Your Life program. Okay, still discuss about developed Indonesia is developed country. Okay, actually the being developed country is not easy as we think.
Yeah.
But we have to back to the reality first.
Yeah.
Does Indonesia already? I mean the facilities and etc. But Indonesia already developed. So Indonesia already get developed country from USTR.
Yeah.
And then we also still wait for your message or your call from smart listener in your home wherever you are. And then let's continue our discussion.
Yeah.
So for me, in the reality between developed country and Indonesia nowadays it's quite far from developed country. That we have discussed about the facilities, the society, and etc. It's not developed already. So as the society, beside do like cooperation together, what should we do for this country? But for myself, in my point of view, the first, beside doing cooperation, so doing cooperation is the most important one, because cooperate each other, we can make Indonesia become better than before, and then be the real developed country, not only like status developed country.
Yeah, actually, as I said before, that exactly our country need status to become developed country.
Okay.
But we have to see the reality right now. Does our country already truly become developed country in terms of education, in terms of facilities, in terms of foundation or something like that? Because even if the United States say that Indonesia right now already become developed country, but our society can feel it, can feel how if developed country, our society just still in bad situation. For example, like they just live poor, they can feel good education, like the truly developed country like Japan and America, and also our facilities haven't equal in every country. I mean every place in Indonesia, because right now not every place could get good facilities. Like for example in Java Island, for example in Jakarta. In Jakarta, people there can get almost 90% facilities, but we can see in Papua, for example, in Rimland, in Papua, they can feel what people in Jakarta feel. So that's why if we truly become developed country in status, does in reality is the reality we already affluent or not? So that's why we exactly want to become developed country, but we don't want to just become developed country in status, but also we need become developed country in reality, whether in our status, whether in our country, in our society, or something like that. So that's why we have to consider first before we accept to become developed country.
Okay, but also according to your statement that in Indonesia there are several big islands like Papua, Java, Sulawesi, and etc. So it's especially the facilities is not equal already. Yeah, so that's why it's quite hard for Indonesia being developed country. I mean, in the reality, but we can see, for example, Japan already being developed country because their island only small.
Yeah, actually, I'm afraid when the United States say that Indonesia already become developed country, I doubt the government doesn't want to improve our country anymore, because right now the government always struggle hard to improve our country, whether in every term, because of we are in still developing country. But how if the United States state that Indonesia already become developed country and the government doesn't want to improve our country again, like the government doesn't think about our education system again, because of the government think that we don't need to improve our education system because our ambition already we already get our ambition, so we don't need to improve it again. For example, like in our foundation, in our facilities, maybe the number of government struggle hard will get degradation because of our status become developed country. So that's why we have to fix our country first before we accept that we already developed country. Because also become developing country, it's also will become our motivation to always improve our country in all of our terms in Indonesia, right?
Okay. Oh, like Indonesia, jangan pernah puas.
Ya, jangan pernah puas. I'm afraid that Indonesia sekarang sudah puas.
Oh, okay. So, like, get the status become developed country, so the government will not work harder, like developing country status. Oh, okay.
Because government right now, why governments always struggle hard? Because our government needs the status because I become developed country. But if our country become developed country, there is no reason for government to improve our terms again, because of a government already get what they want.
Oh, okay. It means that better become developing country than developed country.
No, not.
Okay.
Better if we always improve our country, whether we become developing country or developed country.
Oh, okay.
But I just doubt the government will not improve our country because of our status become developed country.
Okay. Oh, so you only afraid that?
Yeah, afraid.
Oh, okay. But I said that we have to trust each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
So actually, we have so many tasks when we want to truly become developed country. But how about you? Do you think that we have to imitate developed country like Japan, America, Finlandia, or something like that? So do you think we have to imitate them, or we have to struggle by our own way? What do you think about it?
Okay, I agree with imitate being developed country, not only the status but also the reality.
But do you think that we have to imitate their way, for example, like their educational system, their regulations? Do you think we have to imitate them?
Oh, I don't think if we have to imitate all, everything about developed country like Japan and etc. Because we have our own ways, we have our own characteristic, and also we don't want to follow like the mainstream one. We, for example, Indonesia should do something like anti-mainstream.
Yeah.
For example, full day school. In Japan also applied full day school, but from morning in the morning until night.
Oh,
but us,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but us from morning until afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, that's already fine, I think, until afternoon.
But you know, in Finlandia is become the best educational system in the world because. But in Finlandia, they just the students there just go to school just 5 hours a day. They go to school at 7 o'clock and then come back in maybe just 11 o'clock. It's very short time, right? But why they can become developed? Become the best educational system. So we have to imitate them or not?
No.
Why? But this is the best educational system in the world. Why don't you want to imitate them?
Actually imitate something better.
Yeah.
It's fine. But if we want to imitate that, it's the people already have it's not good. We have our own characteristic. We have our own background, etc. Yeah. So we have also we different with them. For example, like we are in tropics country, and they're I don't know.
So do you think that full day school is good for our society? For our students?
Yeah, it's good. It's good because mostly people, especially students, they waste their time just by playing phone out of the school. So actually, it's quite hard for the full day school is not guaranteed for the students being a good student actually. But that's one of the good way for the students like full day school.
Okay, I want to ask you because you are already college students right now. We have to a flashback. How if you become a student and then you school in the school that apply full day school? Do you want or not?
From morning
because you agree that full day school is good for our students.
From morning to afternoon.
Yeah.
Until afternoon. I agree because.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine. Why not? Actually, when I was in junior or senior, I also back home until night. Maybe because of the organization or extracurricular.
So that's why you truly love about school, about learning.
Yeah.
But average students in Indonesia don't agree about full day school because they go to school in a long time and then they feel very tired and then when they come back to their school they can gather with their families. So that's why mostly students in Indonesia don't agree with that system.
Okay.
So how we overcome this problem? Do you think that full day school is good, but in other hand, students don't like it? How you overcome this problem?
The students don't like it because of their time with family less.
They less of time together with their family.
Okay. Actually, the students right now have to be get used to.
Yeah.
Get to be used to like full day school. Live independently.
Independently.
I said like that. In the future, when you being collegian.
Yeah.
When you being collegian, you will be live independently.
Yeah, because I also live in dormitory far from my family.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's a nice topic. But so we already in the end of the session. So today we are going to share with smart listener at home or wherever you are about the vocabularies that we have the vocabularies in the topic that we have discussed. So there are some vocabularies that maybe the smart listener haven't heard before or unfamiliar. So here we have several. Okay, start from me.
Yeah.
Okay, the first vocabulary is trade. So the pronunciation is trade. The spelling is TRADE, means that perdagangan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, trade. The next one is cooperation. COOPERATION. Yeah, okay, just spelling, yeah, it's okay. Cooperation means that bekerja sama. And the next is society.
Yeah.
So society means masyarakat, like us, like you and me. Okay, all of us, people here in Indonesia, society, that's masyarakat. And that's all from me.
Government maybe. Okay, thank you, Miss Putri. So it's my turn. So the first is accuse. So accuse, we spell it ACCUSE. So accuse means menuduh. And the second one is affluent. Affluent means makmur. And the third is assertion. Assertion means pernyataan. And the fourth is assessment. Assessment means taksiran or penaksiran. And the last one is advancing, kemajuan.
Oh,
And also the most important, we have to know about government.
What's
Because
that?
Miss Putri said that society, so I want to mention government.
Oh.
Society means masyarakat,
Okay.
and the government means pemerintah.
Oh.
So that's have to go each other.
Oh, society and government.
Yeah, exactly.
Have to cooperate each other.
Yeah.
Cooperation. Okay, nice. So smart listener, that's all for today, and we do hope you guys enjoy about our discussion tonight. And if for your information, a bit information about BPEC. So for everyone who wants to join in our English club, so this weekly meeting we called every Sunday morning. Jadi weekly meetingnya ini diselenggarakan atau ada setiap hari Minggu pagi di Benteng Rotterdam jam 10 pagi sampai jam 2 siang. Jadi bagi siapapun di rumah, jadi smart listener yang mau gabung, bisa saja. It's free of charge. It means that gratis for everyone.
Yeah.
Siapapun bisa gabung. From playground.
I don't know.
Oke, jadi bisa semuanya. Dari TK, SD, SMP, SMA, pekerja, ibu rumah tangga, bapak rumah tangga, dan lain sebagainya.
Maybe playground can join in house breaking.
Ya, whoever.
Yeah.
Jadi ada semuanya bisa dibimbing bersama-sama.
Yeah.
Juga how about yang ini, yang grandma.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many grandpa go there.
Oh.
So don't need to be hesitate.
Oh, oke, ya. Jadi di sana kita sistemnya sharing, jadi tidak ada yang mengajar atau dan lain sebagainya. Oke, for more information about BPEC, you may follow our Instagram in BPEC Makassar, dan juga follow Instagram dari Smart FM, yaitu @smartfm_Makassar. Okay, that's all for today. I think that's and see you next week. Bye bye.